What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Redemption with Jaden. Today we've got a brand new deck for the channel. Brand new deck almost to me, because this is actually not a deck that I built, but it's a deck that my brother Justin built. He used it in the online tournaments when we initially started doing them. I think this one was like in June or something of 2020. And he posted like I think like 5 or 6 decks that he used on the boards all throughout those tournaments. So I decided that I would give this one a try because I've kind of wanted to be or to try out, I guess, or feature a Job deck, but I haven't really decided on how I want mine to look exactly. There are a couple good ones out there, like Tyler Stevens. He's got a pretty decent one posted on the boards from I think last year or 2 years ago, I guess, like pre-LOC, I think. This one is post-LOC, or there are a few LOC cards. There aren't really a whole lot that fit into the Job theme, but we have like aliens and also where was it? Where'd it go? Wow, this is. I know there was at least one other LOC card that I saw. This is probably some. Oh yeah, Faith Unbowed. That's right. Which you might notice that Justin's got the Revelation Michael in here. He was using the promo version, which is New Testament, I believe. But that's not in Lackey, so I had to use this kind of silly looking one from Angel Wars, and I'm not sure exactly why he's using the promo one. I mean, obviously the promo one looks cooler, but the Daniel one would make a lot more sense. So the King's version of Michael would make a lot more sense because you can use it with Faith Unbowed. You get a little bit of benefit for having the Revelation one with Angel of Might because it increases the maximum X value from 2 to 3. But I don't know, having that Faith Unbowed protection capability there, I think really adds a lot to the deck. That's actually one of the things I kind of noticed in playing the game that you're about to see, is that Lost Soul protection is pretty nice. I mean, like, the idea is that you can kind of just keep on going in with Job, and then if they chump block, that's fine because eventually they're going to run out. And the idea is for the defense to kind of hold up pretty strong and just keep basically slow down your opponent enough so that you can just keep on plowing in with Job and eventually get through, because you can keep on recycling your Job's Faith to whittle down on their evil cards, and then you have Dust and Ashes to just keep on getting Job back if he is defeated by something. He protects himself from capture and discard, but if he begins a rescue, he can exchange an evil card in hand with a good Job card in discard pile. Which I realize now I may have during the game used his ability during a battle challenge. I don't think I did, but I don't know. I don't think it would have made too much of a difference even if I did. But yeah, it's a really good game. We'll talk about that quick. First, it's against Rob. It is kind of a long game. Rob Smith, aka Demon Hunter 85. He's been on the channel before, but only in tournament games. So this is the first Lackey game that we have, or we've played, and it was a lot of fun. He ended up using his Ruth deck, which I think we actually saw in one of the tournament games that was recorded. That and Flood are kind of his go-to decks, but I think that using his Ruth deck here really led to a pretty interesting game that we played. So yeah, let's go ahead and make this intro relatively quick so that we can don't make too long of a video, because it did end up being kind of a long game, but it was really fun nonetheless. So yeah, the idea on the offense is obviously just trying to keep on plowing in with Job, and we have a lot of hand disruption with like Endurance of Job and First Sacrifice, and then some strong battle winners with Day of Fury and Unthwarted. And then Israel's blessing, I think, is just kind of in there for getting some cannot be negated plays off of Michael, or just kind of having something else that's blue and silver, so it fits with either the angels or with Job. There are a whole lot of ways to get Job early on, which is kind of the ultimate goal, I guess, for to get a first turn Job. So we've got Affliction of Job, which searches for Dust and Ashes, which when you play Dust and Ashes, you get to, I guess Dust and Ashes only searches your discard pile for Job. So I guess that doesn't quite do it, but Testing of Job allows you to search deck or discard pile for Job. Book of the Covenant allows you to grab Covenant with Abraham, which allows you to grab Covenant or Angel of the Winds from your reserve. Same thing with Exiles, lets you grab Covenant with Abraham, and then Remnant just lets you grab Angel of the Winds directly. So there are a few different ways to get Job very quickly, turn 1, if not that, then most likely turn 2. There are not very many heroes, so obviously we're just kind of relying on Job, which is pretty characteristic of the Job deck. He's got to be the only human hero for cards like Job's Faith and also Unthwarted. But that means that we have lots of space for defense. So on the defense, where Justin kind of took the Job defense approach, I guess, or like Job evil characters. So we've got all 3 of Job's friends, Bildad, Eliphaz, and Zophar, which are all kind of cool, and they have like different abilities. So if you are using like the Deceiver or the Malachite Slave or something, you kind of have options as far as like which one makes the most sense in this situation. And then Job's wife is kind of the cherry on top. I think that is very good right now, just because there isn't a whole lot of cannot be negated stuff going around, and just having 12 toughness is a lot of times like good enough for a stalemate. But if it isn't enough, we've got stuff like Stiff Neck to take out cannot be prevented enhancements. We also have Giving a Trickery and Scattered, and Reap the Whirlwind in reserve. Actually, all of the evil enhancements in the deck work on Job's wife, except for like Wasting Disease, I guess technically, and Affliction of Job if you want to count that. But actually, no, that does work because it has a Job reference. So yeah, Job's wife doesn't negate stuff with the Job reference, which is why Fire from Heaven works. And we also have the 3 Job dual alignment animals, so Behemoth, Leviathan, and Wild Ox. I guess Wild Ox is also an LFC card, forgot about that. But yeah, Leviathan is obviously pretty strong, has been kind of in a few different defenses, even not in Job, so mostly with an animal focus, but then pairs really well with having Fire from Heaven in reserve, because you basically get a free battle winner / negate just by playing with Leviathan. So yeah, the defense with all the enhancements, it looks a little minimal, but there's so much recycling and reserve access that there's actually quite a bit of options for stalling and just kind of holding off your opponent while you keep on going in with Job. Let's see, is there anything else that I wanted to talk about? I think the things that I would maybe change with the deck after playing the game, you'll kind of hear me talk about it and think about it, is kind of soul protection stuff. I think I mentioned that already. Like Faith Unbowed would have been really helpful. I'll be kind of sad in the game when I realize that I don't have a Daniel hero for that, but something like Orphans on defense would be, or like on the Lost Souls would help, because we're not really messing with our Lost Souls other than with Sheol. And then also I think Wages of Sin belongs in the deck. I mean, there's not a whole lot to search for as far as like evil enhancements. I mean, I guess there's Foolish Advice and Fire from Heaven, which are both pretty good. I guess you can actually search for Persian Horseman as well. And then but the main thing is allows you to get like your shipwreck out early, because dealing with your opponent's storehouse, if they have it early, is pretty important in order to maximize the use of Job's Faith, and the other hand disruption stuff like First Sacrifice, Endurance of Job, and Foolish Advice. So that's something that I would maybe add because it can be played on the Deceiver if you really need to, but also all three of these, the Job animals here, because they're crimson. Um, Other than that, I think that the deck is really cool, and I would encourage you guys to try it out. It is kind of a higher skill cap deck, I think, like which doesn't necessarily mean like, oh, if you're newer to the game you can't play it, but it will kind of take a few games and take a little while to get used to it, just because there's a lot of like searching and recycling. So you have to kind of figure out, okay, what's going to be the best in this situation, and if you have hand knowledge, then kind of figuring out how to play around your opponent's hand can be kind of tricky sometimes. So definitely, I made a few mistakes. This is my first time playing the deck, so I think that there were a few things I could have played differently to, um, have a better shot with the deck. But it was definitely really cool to play and to see how it interacted against Rob's deck, which is a pretty good deck that he kind of based off of. I think um, Jade Chambers' Ruth deck, and also the really strong defense that he has there. Um, so yeah, let's go ahead and get into the game. If you guys, I guess I should mention the deck list is in the description if you guys want to check it out there. I'll also have a link to Justin's post on the forums, which also has the deck list, and where he kind of talks about it. He did go 3-0 in the tournament that he played it in, so he was able to win that one, and so I guess, I mean, the deck is competitive. I think I don't know if it's top tier, but definitely is pretty strong, and I think it is a fun one to play too. So let's go ahead and get into the game. See what we got here. Well, we got a way to get Job right away, which is nice. Day of Fury. Got some blocks and no lost souls, which is not always ideal these days, but yeah, not too bad. Looks like Rob has some exiles, so probably gonna grab, I don't know, like a Covenant with Abraham or I Am Creator. That's the kind of the go-to. Alright, yep, so he grabs I Am Creator. We'll see. I mean, I'm guessing he's going to want to go first then. Oh, he's going to let me go first. Okay. Well, let's see. Is there anything I want to grab from reserve right away? I don't think so. Yeah, I think, probably, I mean, since we have a way to get Job, a different way, then we'll go ahead and do that. There he is. Because he hasn't played against Job before. That's not too surprising, I guess. I mean, I think Job isn't too popular, but I think it's, kind of fun. So let's see. If he begins a rescue, you can exchange an evil card in hand with a good Job card in discard pile or reserve. So, what do I want to exchange? I mean, maybe a Malachite Slave. So you can get it out with the Deceiver. Yeah, probably more likely to be able to get it out than Gomer. Well, I mean, probably about the same likelihood, but I'll probably want Gomer more. And I don't know, maybe I should have played Faith Unbowed just to keep him safe right away since we don't have Dust and Ashes yet. But Dust and Ashes lets us go to discard pile, so hopefully he doesn't have like a banish ability or something. That would be unfortunate. Maybe he's got like a King of Towers or something. That'd be, not too bad. We wouldn't get the lot, or actually no. Job Saith and negates evil characters, so that would work. Oh, there we go. Didn't even have to do it. I'd probably rather like have to do it because just getting rid of the cards in his hand would set us up for later turns, but that's alright. We take them when we can get them. I'm not entirely sure what he's playing yet. We were kind of talking about it, and he was kind of going back and forth. We were like trying to figure out which of his main decks that he is going to be running here. But looks like he's going with his Ruth deck, so putting down Threshing Floor, which means he's going to be able to get some value right away. His I Am Creator is probably going to just go ahead and get his David, and he's going to get a couple of cards there, or maybe it's going to hit or grab one of his territory class heroes. Ruth has both Enosh and or not Enosh, Obed and is it Jesse? Are those? Yeah, I think those are both the disrupting ones. One that negates characters in other territories, and one that negates opponent's neutral cards. So it's kind of annoying to have to deal with those, but I don't know. I mean, at this point, I think like the negating characters in our territory isn't going to matter too much because Job cannot be negated, and the main part of his effect is in battle anyway. And I don't think we have any territory class evil characters. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Leviathan, I think, is territory class, but it's also cannot be negated, so looks like he does go for David to start, which makes sense. It's kind of his David is kind of the strongest hero in the Ruth offense, I guess, which feels like it should be Ruth, right? But David is pretty good with a lot of offenses, so maybe in like a Ruth specific deck, then maybe Ruth is where it's at. Just because she makes her enhancements cannot be negated, which is pretty sweet. Ooh, it looks like he's got some kind of demons going on in defense, so got an Abaddon coming down. I mean, if he attacks with David, I mean, like, I could maybe block with Gomer and ban his Abaddon and get a little value there. Search for my shield. He's got a Wages. Unfortunately, he didn't draw any Lost Souls, so that's kind of a bummer. Oh, I see. Apparently his computer won't let him underdeck, so I have to do that, send Wages to the bottom of his deck. He searches for Gates of Hell. It's pretty good, nice little battle extender. Can maybe shipwreck that later on if we need to. Because, well, I suppose he probably does have Storehouse, so we'll probably need to hit that. Alright, the Foreman. Protecting Ruth heroes in battle from the first evil enhancement played each battle. Okay. Then also bans to Ruth hero, but I don't think he really will ever be attacking. Ooh, he's got the Elimelech on turn 1. So, I mean, he's going to draw 3, and hopefully he draws a Lost Soul then. Lost Soul, Lost Soul, Lost Soul. Doesn't look like it. When he can banish his Elimelech, take a Ruth hero from his deck or reserve, and add a Ruth hero to battle. So, I mean, I think... Okay, so he can just take one of his like territory class guys and then add David to battle. He doesn't have to add the one that he searched for. So yeah, he takes Obed to negate opponent's neutral cards. And if attacking, draw X. Which X is the number of his meek Ruth heroes, so that actually, if he did that, that wouldn't really give him any other benefit. So yeah, he's gonna go with David and can take a good OT card from his deck. Might just go ahead and grab Jesse. Said he's got both of them set up right away, which would be kind of annoying. But Obed is kind of the main nuisance, I guess. So, oh, we're going for Solomon's Dream. Okay. So then he can play it on David to search for any good card. I think I'm just gonna. Oh, actually, what does it do in battle? Just lets him draw. Oh. I forgot that he's got Threshing Floor and a Turker still. So he just gets to look at the top two, take up to one, and he can top deck and underdeck the rest. Alright. I guess he could have also banded to a meek hero, so yeah, jumped the gun a little bit. But I think I'm just going to go ahead and negate Threshing Floor anyway, so... And then I get to search my deck. Yeah, it's in my deck, right? Yeah. I think that's the only one. Yep. Alright, so... So yeah, with negating Threshing Floor, basically it just resets exactly what happened because you can see exactly what happened. Like obviously if you're searching for something, then you just shuffle it back into your deck. You don't have to like put your deck back into the same order. But with Threshing Floor, it's the top however many cards, so it's pretty easy to kind of put them back into the how they were. So we're kind of forcing him to, I mean, like if he wants to keep his David alive here, forcing him to search for something with Solomon's Dream that he can like win the battle with. Hopefully he doesn't have anything that hopefully he doesn't have anything that would let him generate a Lost Soul and be kind of annoying. But it looks like he searched for Storehouse, and then he gets to draw one from Solomon's Dream. So looks like he was a little scared of our Job's Faith here. Which, I mean, if Storehouse was what he was going for ultimately anyway, then I don't know, I probably would have been better off just using David to search for Storehouse and save Solomon's Dream for something else later on, like searching for Son of God. But I think he probably wanted it to have the kind of the versatility, and then when he found out that it was going to block, then decided to play it now and get the value from the draw. Probably trying to decide if he wants to use a battle winner here. The nice part is that if he doesn't have any other meek heroes, then his Obed won't be turned on if David doesn't survive. So okay, playing Angel. So he's discarding Gomer. So I'm a 10-10 and he's a 1-8, so he's a 2-12, so it is stalemate. I mean, his David is going to be protected in his territory, and so is his Obed, so I might just play Christian Martyr here. Oh, because I kind of want my neutral cards to be turned on, but then if he does have another meek hero, then it's kind of a heavy punish. You know what? He used his angel, so I think I'm gonna go for it. It's a bummer that I couldn't take out his Abaddon, but you know, it's alright. Tis all right. Fire from Heaven would have been kind of funny to have. Although, I mean, I guess just underdecking David probably wouldn't have been that great, but... Or if I had, like, what is it, Fires of Abaddon? Is that what it is? Yeah. If I had that, because it is a Job card, I would have gotten to underdeck 4 cards in opponent's territory. That would have been funny. Alright. My turn. Alright. Oh, what am I looking at? Looking at my hand. Oh. Well, that's nice that we got rid of the meek hero. It's going to pay off because we have endless treasures, so we can get our golden calf out, I think. And Ends of the Earth is also nice, but he has Storehouse, so his deck is protected for now. Is there something in here that would stop Storehouse? Ooh, do we just grab Covenant with Death? Actually, honestly, probably. Actually, honestly, probably. I feel like that's better than Golden Calf in this case, because it stops his stuff in battle, and it's got all that drawing and whatnot. Yeah, I think we do that. Send to bottom of deck. We'll go ahead and do that. And if he does have like 3 woes or something, he can't negate Covenant with Death. Ooh, we did draw a Lost Soul. It's a little unfortunate. What can we throw away for that? Probably not Zophar, because of course we draw the one that cannot be interrupted, or the other ones are cannot be prevented, but I mean, we're probably not going to be playing Affliction of Job anytime soon if we've got Covenant of Death up, so having Dust and Ashes would be nice, though. Yeah, I mean, if we need Affliction of Job back later, then we can just use Job to do it, discarding that to Prosperity to draw 2. Job's Wife is nice, especially, and with Stiff Neck to kind of back her up. We can hang on to Ends of the Earth here. Well, I guess, I mean, we could just use it on our own deck. We've already got a Lost Soul out, so might as well just kind of go through a little bit. Do we need to grab anything with Job? I don't think so. I think we just Battle Challenge, and if he blocks, then we just play Job's Faith. Well, actually, no, then he's got Storehouse. So, yeah. Reveal to all top 7. A little sad seeing Lawless come out that way, because it only triggers if you draw it, but that's alright. Do we grab Endurance of Job? No, I think we just grab Unthwarted. Book of the Covenant is nice. But no ways to deal with Storehouse, which is a little unfortunate. Yeah, I probably should have put down an evil character for Sheol before attacking, in case he does decide to block, but that's alright. Alright, so no block. Let's do that. We'll put down Zophar. And let's maybe scale things down just a tad. Alright, well, we're down to 8, so we'll just pass the turn, I guess. Hopefully he draws a Lost Soul. No Lost Souls, looks like. Grr. Guess we should have kept our Malachite Slave. That'll teach me. I mean, like, could I really give up Gomer for that? Using Gomer made him use up his Angel of Lord on a battle challenge. So, yeah. I don't know. See, now with Covenant Death is a little disappointing because I drew 2 evil characters. It would be really nice to have abilities for words. Exchange a good card from hand with an evil enhancement from discard pile or reserve. Wow, you can just grab any evil enhancement with this guy. That's kind of nice. You could go grab like Stiff Neck to get in again. That would be pretty cool. He's trying to take my Job. So he's using a Storehouse. And grabbing Flying Scroll from his reserve, trying to take my Job. A little unfortunate. But we do get to use Shield. Do we do Lawless or Prosperity? Probably Lawless. Because if we draw it again, if we're negating Storehouse, then we can maybe generate a Lost Soul from his deck, whereas Prosperity is only value for me. So Lawless is a little more flexible. So I guess that's a little downside of not having Dust and Ashes yet. Yeah, because that would be considered harm, so I'd be able to place him there instead, which would be nice. But he does have him in play, so maybe I can get him back at some point. Or, I mean, I suppose Flying Scroll was kind of close to the top of my deck, so. And fortunately, Threshing Floor does not protect Job. If he had like Noah's Ark or something, that would be pretty sad. Okay, looks like he's coming out with Obed. Doesn't get to draw. So he just gets to use Threshing Floor for 2. I guess. I mean, it is kind of annoying how Threshing Floor allows you to kind of fix their lost souls a little bit. I guess I just block with Zophar. And we'll use Stiff-Necked, I guess, on whatever he plays, because I'm assuming he's not going to have anything that's CBN for Obed. One downside here is that if he does get rid of Zophar, then we can't use Sheol to add Job's wife if we need to or want to. Oh, alright, so we're playing Boaz Offspring. So we can go grab a Ruth hero from his deck. And if played in battle, bounce up to X humans, which is number of Ruth heroes. Oh, do we have any bounce cards in this deck? I don't think so. That would be... Oath of Purity would probably be worth using in this deck for cases like this, where the opponent takes Joe with Flying Scroll. Although, actually, kind of the... So the default for Flying Scroll is to... the default for take is to go to your hand. So when you take a card from... your... opponent, it goes to your hand, and then you don't have to put it down. So he probably would have been better off hanging on to Job so that I can't take him back. And his hand is currently protected with Storehouse, so it would make things pretty difficult, I guess. So yeah, Stiff-Necked is taking out his Boaz Offspring, and it cannot be negated if used by an OT human, so he can't use his Kinsman's Agreement to negate it. CBN negates are pretty underrated, but they are pretty good. Like Stiff-Necked and Ruthless, I think, are two of the only defensive ones. Especially since they're like negate last. So we'll see if he has another battle winner here. But he's got 10 cards in hand. It's pretty good odds that he's got another one, but I don't know, the Ruth decks are usually running like a whole lot of battle winners. Like, I mean, Ruth's Vow is not really a battle winner necessarily, but like it kind of gets the job done. I mean, I think like once it gets like Threshing Floor going and that stuff, then it's a lot easier to find the few battle winners that are in there. So, all right. Another turn on Testing of Job. Can underdeck my character or enhancement. And is it worth using Flying Scroll to take him back already? Or do I just leave Covenant with Death active? He still doesn't have any lost souls. Grr. Honestly, I might just take Malachite Slave with Covenant of Prayer. Like, yeesh. Yeah, I guess gotta do it. Feels a little bad not being able to just like bounce him or something, but but it does open up our Zophar and our Job's wife, so that'd be kind of nice. And I guess we just battle challenge again. Keep on doing that, right clicking. Into all top 7. Alright, so we could do exiles. I think. Actually, distressed is probably better. We don't really need exiles now. Yeah. Alright, not blocking again. Really need to find that 3 woes or a shipwreck. Let's keep going with prayer in hand, maybe? Well. Maybe we just put down Leviathan. Yeah. That way we can get some value if we block with a different Job character. And we pass the turn. What evil Job cards do we have in here? We got Foolish Advice, pretty sweet. X is the number of Job evil characters in play. And then Fire from Heaven, which is another pretty good one. Alright, it's using Storehouse again to use to take Your God Will Be My God. We're gonna go ahead and underdeck the Prosperity with Sheol. I guess if we only had 1 lost soul out in each of these turns, we would have stopped him from using Storehouse, but I guess we're still getting value with Ends of the Earth. Puts down a Boaz as non-meek. So he might go with Boaz to grab Ruth from his deck, but non-meek is a little surprising when he's got Your God Will Be My God. But since we know that he has that, we gotta be careful with Leviathan because it's not a human, so he'll just get a block there, or a rescue there, the CBN battle winner. He puts down Colosseum. Interesting. Tossing all enhancements that cannot be negated in this special ability, so that tosses his Your God Will Be My God. I mean, I guess we just go with Zophar, Bandage of Job's wife. Yeah, that seems decent. Let's grab, can grab an evil enhancement from our reserve. But I might rather just go to discard pile for Stiff-Necked. I mean, it does get tossed now with with Colosseum, so that's a little bit of a bummer. We could grab Persian Horsemen. Just so we have it, I don't know. That way Deceiver can just go right to Malachite Slave. Yeah, let's put Day of Fury. Yeah. And we'll ban Job's wife. The wife. And then we'll use Leviathan to grab Fire from Heaven. Which, if he doesn't play anything, we could just use to underdeck his Storehouse. So we've got 323 are our numbers, so we'll see if he wants to toss his Your God Will Be My God for just for numbers, but it's not gonna really get him anywhere here, so yeah, I mean, well, okay, yeah, we are negating Kinsman's agreement right now, but with Job's wife, so we can go ahead and do that. Just negate and underdeck a card, so we can target anything except a lost soul. And then it does have a Job reference, so it's not negated by Job's wife. Which I guess I forgot I have to do for. Wow, alright. He's playing his 3 woes to negate Fire from Heaven. It's interesting. I mean, like, you'd think he would want to negate Job's wife so that he could play enhancements, but push comes to shove, he wants to keep his Storehouse, so it makes sense. Can keep stalling. Yep, I guess I just pass. Alright, we got a Darkness that doesn't do anything. We got an Exiles that can do something. Don't think he has anything that's punishing, searching. Nope. Alright, so we'll just take Covenant with Abraham, I guess. Right. No. Yeah. This goes up. And we'll put down the dust and ashes. Yeah, I feel like we don't really mind, like, Covenant of Death isn't really necessary at the moment, I don't think. So yeah, I think we're better off with either Golden Calf or Book of the Covenant. Which I think we want Book because it gets us to start getting some more card advantage here, I guess. Yeah. His Obed is in the discard pile, I believe. Yeah. So we don't have to worry about that too much. I mean, like, he can probably get it back with Elders. But, oh well. We can negate it with Job's Wife or something. So we'll grab Angel of the Winds, which then we can use to exchange with Sofar. We can just keep sending Angel of the Winds back to reserve to grab our evil enhancements. And eventually we can go to discard pile if we need to. Don't need that active. We don't need that in our hand. Well, actually, if it got shuffled back somehow, then we can get it with Endless Treasures, but yeah, that's fine. He's only got 2 Evil Brigades right now, so Endurance of Job isn't all that great. I mean, obviously with Storehouse it's not very good at all. But, I guess we're probably not going to be playing Covenant of Prayer in battle, so we can just put it down. And, well, I suppose we might as well battle challenge here. And we'll do that. Deal to all top 7. Hey, look, no Lost Souls this time. We could grab a First Sacrifice, but we still can't hit his hand, so maybe Behemoth. And let's see, there we go. Do we want to put Behemoth down? I feel like it's probably good to save it in battle, but yeah, let's put it down because then Foolish Advice gets more potential, more cards to hit. And now he's got some Lost Souls, woohoo! Not ones that we really care about either, which is nice. And Distressed and a Punisher. And we just gotta get around Storehouse. I mean, like, he's hasn't really had much to go with his offense, so that might that might mean that he's got some defense in there. He's putting his woes on Job's Wife, which is a little unfortunate because that was going to be kind of the main way to block here. Especially now because he can go Elders of the City to grab his Obed if he wants to. But, yeah, that's alright. We still got ways to block. And he's probably now going to search, so we can use Sheol, and then we get Sheol trigger with Elders, and that's all he gets. Looks like he didn't use his Storehouse this turn. I feel like Wages should probably be in this deck. Basically just like a way to search for shipwreck, and since it also runs Christian Martyr, then it can be played on Behemoth or Leviathan or Wild Ox, or Deceiver if really needed. But puts a Lost Soul into his site. That makes sense. Let's send Exiles to the bottom. So yeah, he grabbed Ruth with his Land of Moab. And let's see what he goes for here. You know, his Colosseum actually makes it so that Job's Faith gets tossed, which is kind of fun. Might be able to toss something on him. Of course, if he blocks with like a Abaddon or something, it's not going to do a whole lot, but not too bad. Not too shabby. If he puts down like a Foreign Wives or something. That's the cool part about the Job deck, is that a lot of people are running Foreign Wives, so Endurance of Job and like Job Overcomes, if you really want to use that, can both be pretty devastating. Kind of like an Impartial Judgment sort of thing that Post-Exilic has. So he's going with Boaz and banning to Ruth. Classic. Print Ruth heroes from banish, discard, and withdraw abilities. Good Ruth enhancements cannot be negated. And then he's using Threshing Floor. So let's see, 9, 12, and 7, 6. So he's 16, 18 altogether. 16, 18. So I mean, we still could do Zophar, and we could just ban to Leviathan, or we can ban to Behemoth, actually. I mean, we've got options here. If we ban to Behemoth, then we can grab Foolish Advice, and we can... so Behemoth can negate Storehouse, and then we can play Foolish Advice. But then he's got Kinsman's Agreement to deal with that, so it's not going to be quite as good. I mean, I guess unless we use Fire from Heaven, or we get Fire from Heaven with Zophar. Oh wait, no, we have to get Foolish Advice with Zophar. Well, if we get we use Zophar to grab Reap the Whirlwind, and then we use Behemoth to negate Colosseum, then that might be decent, actually. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, he is going to get initiative, so he's going to be able to at least take out one of our evil characters. But... oh, he's going to be able to negate and discard Behemoth, which is a little unfortunate. So then maybe we shouldn't have taken that one. Well, let's see, what did we say? It was at 18 toughness, or that's his attack that we care about. It's at 16. 16. Well, we get 2. There's 13. Oh, that actually works. Alright. So if I just don't band here, then I can play Persian Horses, draw 2, and then I can play Gib Trick, which gets around Colosseum. What he could do here is like play Second Coming to go grab his Angel and play that, but yeah, it looks like he's not going to. So let me just make sure I did the math right here. 9 and 7 is 16. Okay. Play that, and I will draw 2. And there's no Persian in play, so I don't get to take the enhancement. It does feel a little bad that we're not really making him do anything here. Although, oh, he could use Kinsman's Agreement to negate that. But he doesn't. Alright, cool. And I guess both of these do get a permanent plus 04. Plus 04. Oops. Give trick didn't used to be a permanent increase, but the way that, we figured out that the way that it's worded with the current rules, it actually does give it a permanent increase, so they remain plus 04 until they're bounced or reset somehow else, some other way. Alright, so Jesse is coming down as Meek. Realize that it probably doesn't matter if he's negating characters in my territory. And he goes to reserve a card with Storehouse. Alright. Alrighty. Well, Storehouse is still there. But, oh well. Don't think I really want to underdeck anything. Come on, Shipwreck. I think we actually saw that with ends, so. Okay. Now, I think we can attack here. Just a matter of how is the question. I think we want to. Do we need Covenant with Death? I think we're better off grabbing Angel of the Winds with Covenant with Abraham and then having You Will Remain for unsuccessful off of Proud Pharisee. Yeah. And then we'll turn over this one. And so Job is now a 6/8. So if he has stuff that he can toss, that would be a bit of a bummer, but yeah, we'll go for it. This could negate ends, so since ends cannot be interrupted, then I'm gonna use it first. Hey, look, a 3 woes. That's nice. Remnant is good. And Second Bowl of Wrath. So next turn we might have 3 woes probably. Who do we want with Remnant? His heroes are protected. Do we just take messenger so they can't bend our stuff? Ooh, that's weird. My eye is kind of stuck on my keyboard. Ah, there's something in there. Who do I want? I think I just take... I mean, Messenger is only good brigades in battle and ends as neutral brigades, so I don't have to worry about that. Proud Pharisee I don't really care about, because if he has unsuccessful, then I can just start a new battle, which, I mean, I guess would be kind of annoying, but I've got stuff for it. So he's making a battle challenge, or making a side battle, but actually his elders is protected. So Threshing Floor protects meek heroes and territory from harm, which means that they can't be targeted by your cards of opposite alignment and opponent's cards of a different alignment. Alright, so he's dealing with the whole Judean mediums and KOT block, so now... Alright, so what do we do here? I don't know if we can beat the KOT, just because he's also protected from opponent's dominance. Maybe we can toss for 7. Really wish we had Leviathan. That would be nice. Underdeck X evil cards from hand and or territory, so we could make him underdeck what, 1, 2, 3, 4 evil cards from, I guess, just his territory, so Colosseum, Abaddon, and Proud Pharisee. It's not great. Take a good enhancement from reserve or discard pile. Alright, I think we found the answer, folks. So we toss Job's Faith, and then we grab it again with Wild Ox, and then toss it again. So let's first take out his Judean mediums. Toss is regardless of protection, so since we'll be able to do it twice, then we can get up to 14. So now KOT will be at minus, he'll be a 5-3. He has a way to negate Wild Ox. I'm going to be a little bit sad, but we do have Unthwarted to negate whatever he plays, so... This would be so much easier if we just had Leviathan in hand and just toss Leviathan, but... This is good. Tossing Job's faith twice in one battle. Doesn't get much better than that, right? Right? I guess I maybe should have just played Endurance of Job anyway. Well, no, because if we can... We got 3 woes next turn, so then we can hit his hand as well. I mean, I guess he'll only have 2 evil brigades, so... If I had a way to abandon Michael, that would have been funny. He's only protected from OT heroes. Oh, maybe he's trying to decide about gates if he wants to add his Abaddon. But yeah, I got stuff for days. So alright. Let's put down the Angel of Might. Let's put down, well, I don't know if we want to put down aliens, because don't want to spoil it. We have a way to generate another lost soul, but is he really going to be able to get around it anyway, is the question. I don't really want to discard anything, so we'll do that. Let's reap the whirlwind good. Yeah, I mean, because if he attacks with his band again, then Behemoth can just negate Colosseum. Still have Zophar, so Angel of the Winds is still good to keep in hand. Oh, I don't even know what to get rid of here. I mean, I guess I could just play Son of God on his Lost Soul, but that feels pretty bad, because then he can just put another one that he draws in the site. So I guess we do, but just put down Angel of the Winds, and if we really need something, we'll have to decide what to get rid of then. I mean, all of this we can grab with either Job or Storehouse, except for Endurance of Job, I guess, but the other 3 we can get with Storehouse once we get there. I don't play Job very often, but I'm digging this. I like this build. Alright, activating Endless Treasures, so I will get a Sheol trigger. And it looks like he's going to be drawing, which is nice. Might get another Lost Soul for us. We do have ends for site access, so we puts Unsuccessful into his hand, which is okay, I suppose. So we've got You Will Remain. We'll just have to remember to keep that active, which I guess we were probably going to do anyway, just because I was assuming that he had Unsuccessful in his hand. Oh, yes. Then what do we want to underdeck with Sheol? I mean, I guess Darkness, because I don't want to give his Messenger back yet. Playing Son of God on Remnant, so I guess he gets his Messenger back anyway. But that means that we can play Falling Away to take a hero at, you know, kind of whenever we want. I was about to say at instant speed, but that's wrong game. Let's see where he's at on dominance. He's only played Son of God and Angel and 3 woes. Okay. So he might still have a shipwreck. I mean, it's obviously still got a second coming. Well, not necessarily obviously, but, you know, pretty much obviously. Funny thing is, right now, if he plays second coming, then we can underdeck Distressed with Shield. And we've got our Lost Souls. I mean, we haven't really shuffled the deck very much, so Lost Souls are kind of sitting on the bottom there. Alright, Salmon the Cloaked, or Salmon as the distinguished say. Exchange a card from hand with a good Ruth card from reserve. He's choosing not to do that so that he doesn't search, but he can ban up to X Ruth heroes, where X is the number of your meek Ruth heroes, which I think is just 1. So, okay, say it bans to Boaz, who is banning to Ruth, and then he's using his Threshing Floor for the top 6. Cool. Cool. Which means, oh, Behemoth plus Reap the Whirlwind is brutal. So, question is, what do I underdeck with aliens? Because I know I want to make the Lost Soul. I mean, I guess, like, Unthwarted? Yeah, well, yeah. Disparate from banish, discard, withdraw. So yeah, shuffle is fine. So yes, oh no, scattered is still fine too. Our deck is same thing. Or not same thing, but it's, yeah, same as shuffle. Not protected from. Alright, and oh wait, hold on. Okay, yeah, he's currently negated by Distressed, so we're good. We good. Boom, ba boom. Let's see what he's got to do here. So there was something before battle resolution. Ooh, right on victoriously. Very nice. Alright, so you can add a meek hero to battle, which will be Jesse the Root. So he's a 7/6. Do I want to add a character with shield? And we can wait and see what he does first. I guess he could just play my lord, or my god will be your god will be my god, because he could just negate and discard Behemoth CBN. Although if he negates Behemoth, I don't think it goes back to having to toss, because it's with Colosseum. So he's bouncing Behemoth. Oh, I forgot to search with Leviathan. That's alright. I don't really want to search because 3 woes is on top. Do I want to use Sheol? Add an evil human of matching brigade to battle. Yeah, I think I will. We'll banish Gomer. I don't think there's a way to get her back. Oops, not that, not that. And go to discard pile, I think. Yeah, we'll exchange Behemoth for Stiff-Necked. And then I guess we'll ban to Job's wife, even though she's negated. I don't think he moved his woes target this turn. Yeah, I mean, I guess he didn't technically name a woes target, but since she was already marked, and that's kind of how we usually play it casually. So yeah, I think it would have been better off saving Your God Will Be My, or using Your God Will Be My God to discard Behemoth, because then you would have had Royal Parade for these fellas. Although I guess can then use Stiff-Necked to discard it. So yeah, Colosseum is still negated. Actually, yeah, I think Colosseum is active because Royal Parade interrupts the ongoing prevent on Behemoth, because the negate on Behemoth is it's an instant interrupt and then an ongoing prevent after that. Interrupt the battle interrupts all ongoing abilities that were activated in the battle. So yeah, he would get to, or Colosseum is active right now. So let's see, he's a what, 8-7 right now. So is he gonna maybe try to toss something? I feel like he would have to toss quite a bit in order to get close to beating my characters, since I'm a 23 toughness right now. Well, let's see, knowing that, or if Colosseum was active, then Fire from Heaven probably would have been a better play than Stiff-Necked. But that's right. Alrighty, looks like we got the block still. Good call in using Sheol. Majestic Heavens coming down. Probably the card he drew off of Royal Parade, otherwise he probably would have put it down before the attack. Puts down the Divining Damsels, now he has another Evil Brigade, but I don't have Sheol now, so don't get to underdeck the Lost Soul from his search, so he plays Second Coming to search for his Son of God. And advances the turn. Alright, look at that. 3 woes. Ooh. So we'll draw one from book. Oh yeah, Hunter. I could use it to go get a remnant, but do I really need to? Hmm. I don't think I want to use Hunter. We can save that. I don't think we really need it right now. How do we attack here? Alright, I guess first we'll just start off getting Storehouse. And so he's got 1, 2, 3 Evil Brigades. Yeah. So, Fused by Job, I must underdeck X evil cards from hand and or territory. So you could, yeah, I guess X is a number of evil brigades on opponent's cards. Since Kinsman's Agreement was played as a good card, then the evil brigade on it doesn't count, so brown is not included. Same with like how Testing of Job is silver, not orange, once it's played. Ooh, underdecking the Colosseum, that's kind of nice, so I've got Scattered and Stiff-Necked in my hand. No Second Coming yet, so probably won't win this turn, even though there's potential, but with Son of God here, doing alright. Let's go ahead and see what he's got in his hand. Oh yeah. Alright, then Alright, then let's go ahead and play the first sacrifice so we can look at his hand. Heal 2 others, all. Alright, so Swine Stampede isn't great, although we can protect with Daniel's thingy. I don't know why I call it Daniel's thingy. Faith Unbowed, that's what it is. Daniel's Prayer is the other thingy. So if he uses Messenger, he can, and like Lurking, he can ban a lot of stuff. So I think if we just protect, then Lurking is the best option, I guess. Is everything else we can protect. Oh wait, oh, we don't have a Daniel hero? Oh, what? What is this? Justin? Why are we using the New Testament Michael? Oh, that's so disappointing. Okay, well, I guess we attack with Strong Angel then. Huh. But even if we do that, he does Messenger, bans 2 our characters, and then you can use Gates to add Abaddon. Grr. So I guess we just go with Joe, grab Joe's Faith from discard pile, and we play Angel and Messenger before he gets to play Swine Stampede, but I guess he would get to play it if he bans 2 Proud Pharisee. Well, guess we gotta try it at least. So we'll do that. We'll exchange here for Job's Faith. I mean, I guess if he does use Swine Stampede, we can still add ends and maybe get it that way. So, yeah, it's not bad. I guess he can just do the Rehoboam block. And then play Strife. Grr. Well, maybe he'll make a misplay. I think Rehoboam and Strife would work for him here, because you can just get either of these guys and then go for it. So, okay, well, he's going with Proud Pharisee and then unsuccessful, which means that Strong Angel, well, it still doesn't work because he can still just band and be bigger. What do we have? 4-1 here. Well, actually, it might not be bigger. So he ends the battle. So I get to begin a new battle. which I think we just go with the Strong Angel. Well, no, I guess we could go with, no, I guess, yeah, Michael, then he still gets a Ray of Bone block, so, yep. We go with the Strong Angel, not let him do that, at least. So I think his play here is Messenger to ban to probably Job's wife. Then I have to play Angel on Job's wife. Then he can add a Batten, which makes him 10-13. And then I can play Faith Unbowed to get up to 14, and that's mutual. And I don't think he had any other numbers that he could add. So he gets to draw his Lurking off the bottom, which, yeah, is going to be negated by Strong Angel. Okay, well, we just had kind of a weird thing happen where I guess the 3 cards I interdecked with Job, or Endurance of Job, so Colosseum, Divining Damsel, and Naomi's Blessing, they all fizzled, and so did Lurking. So they're like no longer in his deck. We took us a little while to make sure that nothing else was also gone, but I'm pretty sure from counting that everything else is still here, so nothing else fizzled earlier in the game. But well, we're just going to play it. I mean, we know that Messenger, or he should have Lurking in his hands, so we just, he's took unsuccessful back to his hand and flipped it over just to kind of be a proxy for Lurking, and we'll figure out what to do with the other 3 cards if we have to shuffle his deck or something before the game's over. So I guess, let's see. We're gonna have to discard Zophar with Angel here. And see what he's got here. I mean, I guess so if he... Oh, okay. So if he blocks at the Batten and negates TSA, then Faith Unbowed, we can use it as a battle winner instead of just numbers. Like, we just interrupt and withdraw Messenger and a Batten. I don't think he has a negate for it. So, yeah, I think that's alright. Oh, I guess, okay, so he's deciding not to use gates. So I wonder if he maybe just forgot here. He would have to use it before choosing to let Messenger die. So yeah, Messenger has to, or like, once you say that you're going to die by the numbers, that means you're passing to battle resolution, so you can't use any more add to battle abilities like Gates of Hell. Alright, so using gates, adding a Batten, which Batten cannot be negated, so he could use to, or choose to negate TSA, which it looks like he is doing. Ah, right, and he can search for a Revelation Demon, so he's grabbing his Red Dragon, which isn't going to do a whole lot, at least, I mean, I guess against Job it does alright, but against TSA it doesn't do much. So we can still interrupt the battle and withdraw all evil characters, but we can't banish it to protect anything. You know, actually, if we had used Faith Unbowed in the way we were planning to, then just using Job probably wouldn't have gotten the job Job done. Because, well, actually, Job's Faith would have gotten us to 13. No, I guess, yeah, okay, it would have, because we would have still had the numbers here. Although he would have his Lurking back. So he would be able to, oh, he does have his Lurking back, so now he can play that. So he can ban to somebody that cannot be or that can negate it, but if he doesn't, or if he doesn't ban to someone that negates Faith Unbowed, then they'll just be withdrawn as well. So he can get the ability to activate, but it will still withdraw all evil characters. So if he has like an Uzza or something in his reserve, that'd be a little unfortunate. Or like a Firefox's. Got some kind of crazy battles going on in this game. I probably should have added Ends of the Earth to battle beforehand. I'm not sure what else I have in here. I think like Israel's Blessing is left in there. Yeah, that's true. We could have hit Israel's Blessing. Oh, so Lurking lets him ban to someone from his hand as well. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Right, yeah. Guess I'll bring it back up for battle. Evil character, my Vandu, evil. Yep. Alright, so Job versus Michael. And I'm actually not sure if Job can re-enter battle since he's already been in battle this turn, but it doesn't really matter because Angel of Might, or like would also work, I think. Question is, yeah, so I don't think You'll Remain works against this. Okay, so You'll Remain does not let me add to the main battle because it only, since in battle only refers to the side, or to the current battle, which was the side battle, even though Strife, since withdraw, the default target is the field of battle, so if it said withdraw all but one hero in battle, then it wouldn't work with the side battles like it does. But since you withdraw all but one hero, just like in the field of battle is the default target, then that's why it works as a battle winner like that. So that was a little bit of a bummer. Was pretty sure we'd be able to get through on that one, but his defense held through. We made him use a lot, but we also had to use our angel to discard our own evil character, which is a little unfortunate, but maybe I should have Blade Falling Away to grab the Remnant. But he's got Son of God in his hand, so wouldn't have been quite as good. Alright, so he draws a Remnant and an Orphans. Is there any Orphans in the same deck as Suicidal Swine Stampede, which is a little interesting. Kind of a non-synergy there. Orphans might be kind of good for this deck because I'm not really doing any soul manipulation other than Sheol, and then it kind of helps with Job because he's pretty hard to remove from battle, so having stuff to protect lost souls would stop stuff like Uzza and Firefoxes, that's the one. Against like the exchange part of Job's ability. Alright, looks like he's taking Rahab from his reserve. His Storehouse is negated by woe, or by my woes. I don't know if he's gonna change his woes target, but otherwise he can just leave it on Job's wife. Looks like that might be what he's doing. Well, he's putting down. Oh, he's playing with Guardian. Oh, well, that's a bummer. Grr. Playing. He's got room for Strife and Guardian. Yeah, right. I should have played Falling Away earlier. I mean, particularly last turn. But oh well. Hopefully he's not also playing Falling Away. That would put us at quite a disadvantage here. I mean, on the bright side, we can use Falling Away with Job. Can exchange it to my discard pile. Or reserve, I suppose, to grab Day of Fury. Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, I guess Wild Ox could be worth grabbing with Job because I can play that to take any good enhancement from discard pile or reserve. Oh, having my shield still would be kind of nice, but oh well. Top decking Oath of Purity from his reserve. Okay. Makes an Old Testament Lost Soul token in my Land of Bondage, so usually the best way is just to use a removed card. Going with Elders. Really don't even know best way to block here. Grabs Ball's Offspring from his discard pile, which means he needs a Battle Winner. So, I mean, I guess if we use Deceiver and grab somebody with Initiative, then I can play Scattered, but I guess he has Kinsman's Agreement for that. So, don't know that we really have any animals left in deck to take, so yeah, let's just go with Deceiver. Oops. And we'll exchange to reserve. Here you go. Let's see what we do here. Build add. Decrease a hero 3/3, move into a Job evil character. Life as protect Job evil characters from the first evil enhancement played, or first enhancement played by an opponent. May ban to a Job character. Decrease a hero 3/3. Does that hit any of his dudes? No. Or does it? Doesn't kill any of his dudes. So I mean, if we do a life as, we can just protect from the first enhancement and make him have 2 battle winners. I don't remember what he had in his hand, but that's probably better off than nothing because we can't really beat the board with his Kinsman's Agreement out. So let's see, our Job character blocks, so we'll take, see, it doesn't have to be an evil card. Evil Job card from reserve, so we'll take Foolish Advice. And then from deck, no animals, alright. So we're currently protected from the first enhancement. So we'll see what he does. He is not protected from the first enhancement because Distressed is negating his Boaz's foreman. Let's see, and if he gives us initiative, then Foolish Advice hits 3 cards from hand or battle. Honestly, maybe should have just grabbed Foolish Advice and then not given him initiative. So basically, he either has to use Kinsman's Agreement on Foolish Advice or Scattered. That might have been good. Alright, so he gets to negate a life as, and then it is human, so he doesn't get to discard him. But he couldn't discard Leviathan because it was protected by a life as, so he had to negate a life as. So I mean, I guess we try Foolish Advice first, and then if that doesn't work, oh, never mind, he's gonna play down it. I'm guessing he's just gonna play Son of God. Yeah. Rescuing Distressed. Not sure if that turns on Boaz's foreman then. I think Boaz's foreman would turn on because he's negating Distressed, and so Boaz's foreman is no longer being negated. So yeah, we'll play it that way. You maybe ask later, but I think it was with this. I'm not sure if you can do both hand and or like hand and or battle. It looks like he's got it anyway. Taking out Boaz, kind of David, and your God will be my God from battle. Which means that we're left with just Scattered, which you can just play Kinsman's Agreement to take out. So maybe we wait on playing Scattered. So I don't think there's really a whole lot else that he can use Kinsman's Agreement on, so we might as well wait until it's cannot be negated. Yeah, I think that's probably the best move here. And we can just give him the... yeah, we'll just give him the token, I guess. I don't know. Probably should just give him the hunter, but it doesn't really matter because I don't think I can reset the token now without Sheol, and especially with orphans on the table. I definitely should have used Ends of the Earth last turn before playing Faith Unbowed. because that would get me one card closer to Second Coming, which I desperately need. Hey, there it is. Look at that. And we've also got a Lawless, which is cool. And a Darkness and an Exiles. Okay, so heal to all, I guess, well, top 5, that's all of them, so I think we'll, do we need Build Ed? Or do we need Shipwreck? I think we just take Shipwreck, because then we can move the Woes target. Doesn't matter if he's headed to top or bottom, because it's the same. Definitely goes to bottom. Exiles, yeah, I guess we can take Wasting Disease. Don't really want to release my captured characters, so... Alright, let's see. We could just play Shipwreck on Storehouse. It'd be really nice if we would have had Shipwreck last turn for Gates. Ugh. So sad. I'm saying Wages should be in this deck. Let's move Woes to... No, we'll just keep Woes on Storehouse. And then we can hold on to Shipwreck if we need it for something else, I guess. Yeah. And let's see. Do I want to underdeck anything? I'm going to underdeck my Angel of the Winds, because why not? Alright, so he's got Orphans that stops the Suicidal Swine Stampede. I guess we can put down Storehouse. Is there anything else that we want from, or what I guess, what do we want from Job? Because we can definitely use it with Falling Away. I mean, I guess we try it, right? I don't know. I don't know what the end game is here, but we'll see if we can figure something out. This would be a good Job card. So Behemoth would be good. Can negate something. Yeah, that's probably the best option right now. I mean, well, I have Unthwarted in my hand, so that's also a negate, so let's just grab Wild Ox. Right? Maybe? No. No, Behemoth is better for blocking if I need it, so yeah, we'll do that. So, 6/6 Job. Coming in. See if we can get the Job done. Oh, I should have gone to my reserve. I could have grabbed Day of Fury. Oh my gosh. Oh. That's right. Hopefully Unthwarted can carry us. And we also have Ends of the Earth to grab Israel's Blessing. Maybe we should add that first. Alright, so we've got lots of firepower here. See if we can do it. And if we do have to use the Ormain, we can use Angel of Might. He allows us to use any good enhancement. So he can use Job's Faith and Behemoth and Israel's Blessing. Well, I mean, I guess just Job's Faith and Behemoth, and the other guys can use the others. And if Job is defeated, we can put him in Dust and Ashes, which I believe still means that we control him, so that we have him. I guess it doesn't work for Job's Faith because Job has to be our only human hero in play. But I believe it still works for Unthwarted. But yeah, it actually worked out really well for us that he doesn't have, or that he's using orphans to protect his lost souls from his own suicidal swine stampede. I mean, I guess if he didn't, and actually probably what we should have done anyways, is just hung back with Ends of the Earth, because that would yep, because now he can negate his orphans. But I mean, we can still play Job's Faith, and he's still going to be bigger than us, so we're not going to give him initiative. And I think he's going to have to discard. Oh, I guess he is going to have initiative, because I'm going to negate Red Dragon. It's going to kick out Abaddon, so if he has more than 3 evil characters in his hand, then that doesn't work. There are 3 evil cards, which he's got 5 cards in his hand, so... Oh. How many does he have? So if he has 4, if 4 out of the 5 cards in his hand are evil, then he gets to do it. But we're a 6/6. Red Dragon is a 10/11. The other option is we just negate and discard Red Dragon. Yeah. I think that's what we gotta do. If he has a negate, then we have Behemoth to follow it up. Yep, there it is. Oh man. Oh, wow. That was something. So, final score, I took this one 5-3, and yeah, that was it was very, I mean, like, the defense on this deck worked perfectly, especially for the situation where I was kind of soul droughted for a few turns, so I wasn't able to, really get the value with Job's Faith in the battle to, whittle down on the evil cards in his hand and stall out his blocks. So then now, when we got to the last couple turns here, when I was actually able to make rescues, he had plenty of defense and lots of options. Which made things a little bit tricky, but we were able to power through and get the job done, as they say, as I've made multiple times already, or the joke I've made multiple times already in this this video. But I'm sure you guys will appreciate it, right? Puns. All right. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you guys like the deck. Feel free to try it out. And again, props to Justin for putting the deck together and getting this Job build, and we'll see if I come up with a different Job build in the future, because I've got kind of one brewing, as I mentioned in the intro, so we'll you guys can look forward to that, seeing a little bit more Job action going on with a kind of a different twist on them or a different kind of application there. So thanks, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.